Number 12, Layer Cake from 2004. And this is a British film, British crime, gangster, drug-related kind of movie. It's one of the better crime gangster movies, man. It's actually one of the best ones this decade. And it stars Daniel Craig, the guy who would later on become the new James Bond. And this is probably his best film, man. This is probably the best movie he's been involved in so far. Layer Cake is it has great storyline, great characters, great pacing. It keeps you guessing. It's a great kind of a thriller, kind of crime movie, and there's a lot of there's a lot of conspiracies going on, plotting to kill him, and power struggles between the drug lords and people using each other, and people using Daniel Craig's character, using them as pawns, and a drug kind of movie as well, and it's just a great freaking movie, man. Layer Cake from 2004, one of the best British films from this particular decade, and highly suggest. It's a must-watch film. It really is one of the best gangster movies that I've seen. And I mean, the movie has great music as well. I can't forget about that. The movie has awesome music because it is set in the 80s, and so they have these awesome, great freaking music that would pop in and really improve a particular scene. So really a great movie. Great crime, thriller kind of movie. Number 11. Shrek from 2001. This is a classic animated film. As a matter of fact, it's the best animated film of the decade. It really is. Great humor, great storytelling, great characters, memorable characters, and it's a great storyline, man. I mean, it's a classic animated film, and I mean, not surprisingly, it ended up winning. If I'm not mistaken, it won the best animated film. And I mean, it's a great movie, you guys. You really gotta check it out. I love it. Donkey, you got Mike Myers portraying the ogre, the Shrek guy. You got Eddie Murphy portraying Donkey, and Cameron Diaz portraying the princess. And great list of characters, great cast, great storyline. It's a great adventure, and the humor is crude at times, but that's what really sets this movie apart. It's not your typical Disney happy, innocent kind of Mickey Mouse movie where there's no crude humor. I mean, this movie makes you. It's got an attitude too, That's what I like about it. It's kind of bad, It's almost like this. You don't expect it to be kind of crude, but it does have some crude humor, which I appreciate. It really stands out that particular way. Classic animated film, man. It's a must-watch. It's a must-watch. And if you enjoy this film, I also want to suggest you please check out Shrek 2 from 2004. That's the sequel. It's not as amazing as the first one, but it still delivers some laughs. Alright. Number 10. Kung Fu Hustle from 2005. This is one of the best martial arts themed movies, and it's one of the best, if not the best, Hong Kong film of this decade. I love this movie. It's got a great storyline, great characters, memorable fight scenes. The fight scenes in this movie are top notch, man. Beautiful fight scenes. Yeah, CGI'd, but I mean very stylized, I like how it seems almost like an anime or something, man. I mean, great special moves and special attacks that they would perform. Just like the name Kung Fu Hustle. It's basically about this group of people, and they basically have to defeat a main villain. This particular gang, this criminal outfit, and the movie's kind of set, if I'm not mistaken, is it the 40s or the 30s? Regardless, I mean, you have this criminal organization, the Axe Gang, and they wanna take over. I mean, they wanna be the main kind of. They wanna bully people and kind of take control of this particular town. and so this kind of rivalry ensues between the township people, and then so a select group of fighters end up defending that particular town against these gangsters, and the gangsters end up hiring this really powerful martial artist. This really powerful guy. He's so brutal. He's so strong that he's so dominant that only a few people can go toe to toe with him. But then the story is a typical good versus evil kind of storyline. It also reminds me almost of like a western where you have like this savior, this particular character, a savior, this kind of outsider. He would go into a town and kind of save that particular town from the corrupt kind of villains that are running that particular town. So in some ways it's part western as well. Great fight scenes, like I said. Great kind of use of the martial arts, stylized, aspect of it. Good storyline, great acting from the particular actors, and one thing that I couldn't stand though is when they aired this movie on Spike TV. I couldn't fucking stand it. I hated how in Spike TV they fucking butchered this movie. Don't watch the Spike TV version of this. The Spike TV version is fucking sucks. It really is a shit version because instead of having them speak the language, I think they're speaking Cantonese, if I'm not mistaken. Forgive me if it's Mandarin, but I think it's Cantonese. They're speaking the Chinese language, and I watched it in dub, so it's dubbed in English. Well, the Spike TV version is retarded. They replaced it, and they put it's an English dub. You know what I'm saying? It's an English dub. It's retarded. It's like fucked up. And what's even worse is they talk in this stereotypical racist Chinese accent, like this Chinaman accent. I'm gonna avenge my father. I will defeat you with my Kung Fu Tiger Fist. It's just ridiculous, man. It's so fucking offensive, so stupid. At this day and age, why the fuck are they doing shit like that? Jesus Christ, horrible, man. What the fuck? So the Spike TV dub is retarded. This movie is amazing. It's a classic. Go check out the original Chinese kind of language with English subtitles. And if you enjoy this film, I also want to suggest The Forbidden Kingdom from 2008. Alright, number 9. Kamikaze Girls from 2004. Kamikaze Girls is a great, awesome movie. One of my personal favorites from this decade. And it's from Japan. It's based on this novel, actually, and it's basically a storyline of these two girls. They end up becoming friends, and one of them is kind of a rough around the edges kind of girl. She's really memorable too. She's kind of like this badass kind of punk kind of girl. She's really tough, and she likes to get into fights or whatnot. But she's part of a particular gang. This weird kind of this gang, this outfit of an all-girl kind of group of gangs, this misfits. And she, her friendship with this particular girl, she ends up getting in heat, getting in trouble because the rest of the gang don't want her to be around this particular girl. And I think it's such a heartwarming story between friendship, between two girls in particular. So you have movies where you really need characters, strong female characters. This movie is basically, in my opinion, the ultimate kind of girl friendship, female companion kind of girlfriend movie of the decade. The ultimate girlfriend movie of 2000-2009. Kamikaze Girls from 2004. Awesome movie. I love the fight scenes. I love the conflict. The acting is awesome. The cinematography is really well done. The particular shots and scenes and locations of this particular like this town, this Japanese town it's just a beautiful film, man. It's a beautiful movie. You really gotta check it out. Number 8.